Empire's turn to ban. Infamous's turn to pick. Team Empire's turn to pick.
Night Stalker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TI7 Stream D. I am ODP here with Bogged, and this is going to be the last game of the day on this stream of the last series. We have game 2 of Empire and Imps, of course, dropping that first game after very strong performance. And looked to set up with pretty similar openings to the game. Infamous changing things up with that Nature's Prophet ban, understandably so. Ghostic, he owned the lane, and big issue. Likewise, the rest of Empire in the end of it. But I think definitely you look at that laning stage and you're like, well, we just can't risk having any sort of 1v1 where Ghostic can absolutely trash.
Yeah, I think it's like that. Nature's Prophet literally completely threw off everything that Infamous wanted to do. They were like, okay, we wanted King Tekka to... Okay, he'll get kind of sacked, but that's if he's versus Trilane. If you're in a 1v1 matchup and he gets sacked, that is super detrimental to their whole game plan. So already a change up, they go for their Night Stalker and their Viper. Viper, their most comfortable hero. Empire, sticking to their guns. Worked for them last time, why change?
Yeah. Yeah, the Viper, definitely something that if they didn't pick it that early, it almost certainly would have been saw in game 1, so surprises there from Infamous. Surprises really from Empire.
Yeah,
and certainly could go down a similar route.
Having the Night Stalker 2 versus Puck is always really nice. Playing Night Stalker versus these type of initiators, and you can get, like, if you're able to get the vision in the backliner before they initiate, it can be very good. So Night Stalker really helps versus that. Well, you should, for the most part, have the vision advantage in this game unless you get behind. Kunkka, though, was pretty damn impressive from Empire in that last game. He didn't really have
it was good,
an explosive like mid game, I would say, but the laning phase was where it just let Resolution get out of control, and then the damage was done.
They just seem to play with it really as a team, you know, just having that synergy between the SD and just even the cheeky little plays at the end with the Puck, just allowing FN to go up to the high ground and sort of just open up Infamous for the chance to actually go up and take those tier 3.
Yeah. Solid hero. I think that people... I don't think teams really... Maybe some teams sleep on it, but I know a lot of teams, especially at this tournament, really favor it. I know EG really likes this hero. I even know OG loves this hero too. So it's not too much of a surprise to see it being picked up when it's the X. The X cooldown just gets so ridiculous for chasing.
I mean, just X as a spell is pretty ridiculous. It's... I mean, it's a better Glimpse, isn't it? Is there? I mean, what is better about Glimpse than X Mark? Is there anything that you could argue? I mean, I guess it's slightly different in the fact that you drag back someone to where they weren't when you casted the spell.
Yeah, it's different. You can do it from super far away too. It's 1800
at max range. Level. What's the range on X Marks at max? It's not. Yeah, I know it's not quite.
Not that far. No,
it's not that.
800 or 1000.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a lot. I'm not disappointed we don't see as much. Just some of these CIS sides are really good. I'm pretty sure Empire. You see how well the Kunkka's played. Definitely wouldn't be surprised if Maposhka could whip Disruptor, but definitely as a whole, it obviously seems the Kunkka favoured hero.
You can also use the Glimpse to send people away. Well, you can't do that as
That's
Kunkka,
true.
right? That's the big one. Where if someone's TPing in, you can't X them and throw them away. The Glimpse just sends them the hell out.
I guess they're certainly got different. The Shadow Shaman. It's going to be grabbed this time around by Empire. We saw Infamous pull it out last game, and just get a few cheeky plays off with it. Tower.
Yep. Definitely the most favorable 5 hero in this tournament period.
Definitely a hero though that I feel already that the Night Stalker and the Viper is not necessarily a super nice game to pick the Shaman in. You know, sometimes see it, it's like this is fantastic. They're going to have that catch and such, but these are 2 beefy heroes, and beefy heroes as well. You know, if they get a little bit of poison on that Shaman or a crippling fear or a void, they're going to be changed. Oh, and there we go. I mean, I'm talking
about the Disruptor, and we get it for
this happened earlier when what was their hero?
We're talking about Slardar.
We're talking about Slardar, and they pick a Slardar. I'm talking about Disruptor, and we see a Disruptor in this game. Maybe I'm gonna see it. I'm saying there's similar spells. We're gonna see is what wins the game, glimpses or X marks. I'm totally down for this one.
Yeah, we were mentioning like another vision with Night Stalker. That can be really good. You get the vision with Night Stalker. Disruptor can get the glimpses off a lot easier,
Yes, that's
and it's
really
also
nice.
great versus Puck and Kunkka if they do get
It
into that
is.
position. That the silence is
Wow.
incredibly strong versus Puck.
Let's see that. You have it, ladies and gentlemen.
What are the odds of that, right? Two games now that we talk about a hero.
And these are heroes. They really don't come up. In general. I want to say this is probably. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first disruptor pick of the day.
I haven't seen all the games, of course. But I think
Sure,
it might
yeah,
be one of the. This is a Puck and Invoker on the same team, so Puck offlane,
Okay.
and they're gonna be doing FN mid.
Obviously, very nice with the Kunkka setup. What we got?
I'm not.
What are you thinking?
I was just thinking of like a joke. It's just like I see Invoker and I think Resolution. I'm just like the throwback to Navi. Navi Resolution, Invoker mid, get double Force Spirit Necro Book.
I was trying to remember in the past what Rezo was he a mid-turn carry or was he a carry before he started that period where he played mid?
Carry before mid.
He was carry before mid and then went back to carry.
I think.
Because he played mid for quite a while.
I do remember him playing mid for a while, but I remember him playing carry too.
Because when he was on Empire, he was the mid player all the time, wasn't he?
It's been sold.
Who was the carry when he was on Empire? I can't even remember.
Empire was
it Ramsey? Was Ramsey?
Silent.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Silent was the safe
Silent
laner.
was the safe laner, and
So-
Rezo was mid.
There was a quite a period indeed when he played that mid lane, and yeah, definitely did play Invoker. I mean, who knows? Maybe let's do it. Let's get him on the mid lane, and get well. You definitely can do that because you can get FN. FN's a Slark picker, isn't he?
FN is a Slark picker.
He is a Slark. He definitely can roll out on the safe lane.
FN plays the Invoker, dude.
But it's short, yeah.
I just wanted to do the throwback.
I mean, it would be
It's
cool to see them switch it around.
That'd be fun.
But yeah,
So-
it's definitely likely that they won't do
What
that.
could be scary? Maybe the Drow ban for Infamous could be okay. Like they don't maybe want to get like last Drowed with
Okay.
the Invoker Puck. It makes
Yeah.
the Puck offlane always just better.
Yeah, definitely.
Be one thing that Infamous could be thinking about as their last ban. But what are they going to be grabbing? Heat. Gonna give a lot of information. It's gonna tell pretty much exactly where Viper and Nightsucker are going.
I mean, what did you say? You expect the Vipers normally safe lane with Infamous?
It goes
Or
both.
They
I
do
know,
both. Oh, okay.
I know Tomato. I know him as like as a player and as a person. I know he doesn't like playing it, but they like to put it on him because they like the hero overall.
All right.
This is the indicator. Yeah, this.
I mean, you sure? I mean, I was gonna say didn't they still leave it open? They could put the Jug mid against
guess
the
they-
Invoker, grab a poor man's. It's not that bad in that matchup, is it?
It's not great.
Nah.
It's not what you want. You'd
Okay.
rather have your
Okay.
safe free farming Juggernaut. And Viper wins the mid matchup versus Invoker pretty handedly.
I guess the Jug as well is a hero that farms very easily against a Puck off.
Yeah.
You get the poor man's. You can have the healing ward a couple of levels in. It's very hard for the Puck to harass you out of that.
Yeah, and you can leave the Jug and make moves. Nightsucker.
And with the catch from Disruptor, just having that combo in lane as well, you're going to get the chance for the Blade Fury rundown. If that Puck makes one wrong move, there is kill potential.
I like the Nightstalker ban.
10 seconds remaining.
Great.
The Nightstalker ban?
Sorry, the
Nyx
Nyx Assassin
yeah.
ban because it's not only just
Yeah.
like they have the int, the int offlaner Puck, int
Yeah.
mid laner for Invoker,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
also the Vision game. You're playing with Nightstalker Regen, Vision's gonna be an issue, but with the Nyx Assassin kind of creeping in Vendetta, it could definitely cause more issues for Empire. So I do like that one, and I know King Tekka does like to play.
Final ban from Infamous. We expect looking to target Resolutions here. Actually going to be Sven. So a lot of very strong Rezo heroes are still in that pool. There
The Lycan's still there.
there is the
Drow
anti-mage.
Rangers there.
The ones we saw being banned out last game. I mean, I guess obviously the side of Infamous, they feel maybe with the Viper and the Knights, they're not as worried about an anti-mage. They've got Catcher and Disruptor. They've certainly got ways to deal with it.
Yeah, and it's not
If
a
Rezo
great.
says pick me AM game.
It's
but
not a great AM game either.
No,
Like, there's no
no,
one he
it
really
certainly
like
is,
does
yeah.
great versus at all. So I'd be pretty surprised if they did grab AM for
It would be pretty greedy.
Rezo.
But obviously they do have a lot of confidence now here. We know how carry a game, and there's the King Tech. Grabbing that off. See what we have here then. Rezo, he knows what he's up against in lane.
Axe. Good versus like when the rum starts to tick out so you can get those dunks.
mean-
It's also like that clear initiator for them to get
Yeah.
those like the disruptor ulti and stuff off. But I'm trying to run something aggro for sound good though versus Puck. I think they
I don't think, yeah, 1v1 Axe Puck doesn't sound
No,
like
it
the
sounds
dream for
horrible.
Axe, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the standard. Obviously, unless Empire themselves try and force that matchup. As I want them.
Maybe a bit dissuaded from the Lycan versus Axe. Could be possible because he has the Shadow Shaman. That's what always is the indicator. I'd say Lycan Drow Ranger look.
Drow certainly.
Oh, the Necro.
Necro. Okay.
Okay, so more.
I mean that is. I mean, you could kind of say to that you know, if there's obviously going to be the Axe off lane, you to leave Rezo on his own,
yeah.
Like, and the supports can move around.
Absolutely. So they're doing
1v1, yeah.
similar kind of thing as before.
Yeah.
With you have Rezo safe lane, they can run around the Kunkka and the Shadow Shaman to at least pressure for Ghost. Maybe they actually just start bottom and they just leave Rezo.
I think you definitely can. I
think possible.
What do Infamous do if they do that? You know, do they send someone up to help the Axe?
Yeah, I mean it's
pretty strong for them. The Necro pick seems like a real nice finisher.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Nature's Prophet that happened the last time.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see if Empire can clean up the 2-0, if Infamous can turn it around. They did, of course, have a very tough time in Game 1, but rather different draft this time, right?
Big fan of the Necro pick. Not really a crazy amount of magic damage, actually. It's Disruptor ulti and the Void from Night Stalker. That is literally like all their magic damage.
And not really too many ways they can stop him from getting off that. Oh, obviously they have the Static Storm. I guess they've got the Crippling Fear. Yeah. So they've got they've got a couple of silences, and we'll see how Rezo wants to deal with that in terms of his build.
So how are they going to lane it? We see boots on the Kunkka Shadow Shaman. They haven't decided just yet where they're going to go, but by the looking of their items, they're just going to be moving around a lot.
Yeah, as we were saying, I think that certainly is acceptable.
And they put Ghostic to have... Look at Ghostic's items. Those are some contesting... Those are some fight items right now on the puck. He has the maximum amount of attributes and 8 tango, so they're going to be playing around him. Looks like Axe is going safe lane, and it is going to be Infamous.
So that's Infamous avoiding what we were expecting into Empire C, isn't it? They don't want to put that Axe on the solo against Rezo.
Yeah,
they want to get that away. Yeah, and I mean, so then you have obviously this aggressive tri lane. Is that's pretty terrifying for Necro? Can Rezo still hold his own there down on that bottom lane?
They'll probably have to help him.
Yeah, that force stay down.
If they get if he steps out of position at all, spin.
But to be fair, Shadow Shaman, it's another. If he steps out of position as well, this tri lane can certainly punish. It could be pretty tricky for Empire at bottom lane.
Yeah, that deep ward that Infamous does place too is quite nice.
They've got that vision for the catch,
and they're dire, so it lets the creep wave meet at a better spot for them in that off lane. Play more aggressively, and with the vision from there, they can actually get glimpses to get step too far up.
I guess the thing is, though, despite obviously you are taking away the Axe from that Necro lane, which is pretty nasty, as we did mention, it is still going to be an Axe versus Puck lane, which, I mean, is maybe a little better for the Axe, but it's still not a great matchup.
No, definitely not. I mean, he just needs to make sure that he blocks that hard camp, and we look at Ghostic right now and look at his positioning, he's standing there blocking camp. Because as an Axe in this safe lane, you run up, you pull the aggro of the creep wave on yourself, you stack your hard camp, you pull it to the side, you get a double camp, and you deny it the wave. So bottom lane, they are starting deep in the trees. They're waiting for one of the Empire people to step up, and it looks like it's going to happen. Rezo steps a bit too far up.
There we go. They've got the trap, and that should be a first blood here. Rezo, can he get himself away from this? He cannot. Move is successful. Tri lane coming into play here down bottom.
And they have a ward in the mid lane too, so they actually see Roger, the Kunkka, set up there as well, so they know they can go for those type of super aggressive plays. I mean, not really the Empire. Turn that one around with their hero.
Roger's presence certainly needed in that mid lane. I mean, this Viper Invoker matchup is certainly a lane where things can get very, very nasty for that Invoker.
Especially when there's a lane ward. The lane ward makes it this Viper can always do that harassment kill bottom lane.
It may be just another kill on Rezo. He's still just level 1. He's got one more burst heal to get up, but Matthew dives in with the Void, gets the kill. They'll look towards Miposhka now, and they may even get this one. There's a Blade Fury available if Benjaz wants to chase for it. Miposhka won't quite get trapped though by the field. Does actually bring down Matthew in return. Plus we'll lose one back there in the trade, but still leading 2-1, having that first blood under the belt. this time around, it certainly seems overall the lane's favouring Infamous.
Yes.
With these picks, and they themselves going aggro. I mean, I guess they saw how well Empire pulled it off last game. They said, we're going to try that ourselves. They should get another one out of this. As the field's down, traps on Miposhka, chases him with the Blade Fury. Benjaz picks up another perfect play down on this bottom lane from him.
Yeah, they have to watch how far they step up, but that's the beauty of having it's on the dire for Infamous. That how far the creep wave actually met, and yeah, oh, he's only level 1. And now it's where Conquer makes some moves. Invis.
This is a big one, if they can get it. Benjaz has had a pretty nice opening, 1-0-2, and indeed with the Torrent and the Sunstrike, he's being brought down low. They'll X-mark him back, make sure there's no escape. That rotation absolutely required there from Roger. Coming in just when it was needed. Manages to just even this little bottom lane back off for Empire.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
I think they like have to keep the tri lane down here now, to be honest. As long as they, until they see the Infamous supports. Once they see the Infamous supports, they can start to like have TPs and make rotations, but they're definitely needed to be sitting behind Rezo. And Rezo should be able to actually start surviving a lot easier once he has Ghost Round and on, because he can always, you know, crowd and have wand charges to whip up. And the damage from Infamous' tri lane isn't massive. It's just the Blade Fury.
True. Yeah. He's already level 3, so that second point, and it does make all the difference. And as you say, Ghost Round is nice for the burst heal, but at the same time, you got to be careful taking that increased magical damage. Yeah,
he's got to be able to. He's got to wait. As long as he has a good amount of wand charges, he can actually survive their burst. But if he doesn't, then they still have enough to bring him. So top, we do see Ghost Stick free farming as expected. Again, going for the Orb Venom build since melee hero.
Tekka's not actually doing maybe as bad as we did expect in response. You know, he's keeping very close to the CS of the Puck, so Puck unable to really zone him out of the lane. Down bottom, Empire making a go on it. Again, this combo shackle into the Torrent and the Sunstrike, bringing Matthew down low. He'll try and juke himself away, but the heal flies through. He'll lose his life. They do get Miposhka in return, but overall it's Empire getting the better trade. Axel falls as well as Rezo picks up the double, and Benjaz is sent packing back up the lane. This bottom starting to turn around now with Empire, just as you mentioned, just keeping those supports down there. It is making the other lanes a little tricky as Tomato gets in, forces FM back. Kind of stuck at the tree line now. I don't know what the plan was there as he tries to go deep into the trees. But Empire, quick with the 2 TPs from the supports. Roger and Miposhka making the plays, securing bottom lane, but still having the chance to get to that mid and make things a little safer for FN.
Big mistake there by Tomato. When he's leading so much in the lane, he sees the supports die bottom. He has to know that something's going to be coming from the bottom lane. Rezo's completely isolated. It was nighttime before the crippling fear,
and
but
as you said,
enough.
Yeah, they do have the glimpse back.
Not just enough.
they will get him, but it's very close now.
Yeah, he had I think
only just got the glimpse vision as well, as it looked like Rezo was going to get into the tree line.
Yeah, it looked like he had what, like 6 or 7 wand charges when he backed up and used it. Almost enough, but with that glimpse.
Yeah, I guess they did have the. They were always going to have the range. It's close on. But yeah, close play from both sides. We're 5 minutes in. It's pretty much neck and neck in the net worth. Top lane continues just to be a trade and farm. Tekka, as you said, expected to make good use of the side camp. Getting good amounts from this lane.
Needs to make sure he gets those stacks up. He has to go back and heal though.
Down bottom, Miposhka's trying to go for a kill onto XL with the setup, but he's going to end up losing his own life here as Matthew comes in. They'll take down one. Rezo will be forced back. XL
they need the
will
three.
Survive. They do.
3 heroes when they do that. Risk it. You can maybe get a cleanup, but it's the risk factor. You're playing at nighttime versus Night Stalker and a bit of a stronger aggro than you have. Overcommit is safer play. Being sent though, Tomato, level 7 as the Viper in the mid lane versus level 5 in Poker, so he's still doing his job of heavily shutting down FN.
It's quite the obviously the fact that dual lane presence was there with Roger for a little bit, causing the XP to be in this condition as well, but FN could be in trouble. Look at this wraparound. Matthew, ready to come in for some action. If he has a silence out in time, they've got a good chance of getting it. Smart reaction though from FN. He knows that he can get out without any difficulty, straight up TPing.
Ghost Stick's
they
here.
can get something in response. Yeah, Ghost Stick coming in with the Dream Call, only connects on Tomato, but they've got the Shackle follow-up. The Torrent won't quite connect. A little awkward there as he gets dragged back on the X-Mark a little too late. Miposhka actually being turned upon by Infamous, so they just man up. Can Empire actually finish off these 2 kills? Matthew will get taken down. Ghostic and Roger looks like they will just get the kill on Viper as well. So at the end of the day, things are looking to be in the clear in that mid lane for Empires. As you say, Ghostic coming across just in time and picks up a double kill. Perfect rotation from the puck.
Very nice. Sunstrike was a little awkward. That exit pull out, but enough to be able to bring down Miposhka bottom. Looks like he's going to be the culprit.
I mean, I got that. Miposhka is playing very, very aggressive here. I mean, they do end up getting the kill onto the Disruptor off the back of that X marks into Torrent Sunstrike combo. Matthew's going to give Roger a bit of a rundown. Roger does have a friend though, as Rezo comes around the tree line and forces him back. But Miposhka, I mean, he just goes in and grabs him. He has died 5 times for it. But he certainly has set up for as many kills as he's died for. He's making the kills happen, but it's costing him his life every time.
It's a very Miposhka thing to do. Look, when he plays his Clockworks or whatever and he's running around, he usually has many deaths, but his kill participation is high. And at least they get FN a Sunstrike kill out of that, which he desperately needs. He needs to be able to get that minus on a decent timing. He's already quite set back from laning matchup.
From Matthew, he has smoked up.
Daytime now.
A little harder for him to close that gap with this.
Yeah, and King Tech up top looks like they're making the engagement.
Got enough burst? Yeah, with the Sunstrike, they certainly have. They do have a lot of burst between.
So my push got a kill and now he has to die, right? That's the way it's working?
Apparently so.
Good rotation coming out from him. That's the benefit though. When you do die, you have the alleviation of being able to just like move to a different lane. Like, it's working for him. It's making it work.
Rezo best to pick the farm back up. Still a little lacking in that lane position.
Committing onto mid here.
Yeah, Matthew's there with the wraparound. FN has no escape. Roger will come through. We'll see if he gets anything in return. Miposhka actually coming in with the long wraparound. Gets the nuke onto 2 of them. Jump forward from Ghosted with the Dream Coil to find the kill onto Tomato. And Empire, they're not done yet. Matthew may be pretty beefy on the Night Stalker, but is it going to be enough to save him? It's not. The shackles are out from Miposhka as Empire claim a second.
Even Rezo joined the fray. So they bring all 5 heroes in response, Empire, to the mid lane. Their bottom lane it's pretty tough to stay down there now, especially when Juggernaut's level 6, so understandable for Rezo to make the moves when Quartz leaves him. King Tekko finished up the Vanguard. Blink Dagger's going to be the secondary choice. It's going to be delayed quite a bit. Fairly even and very aggressive early laning phase. We had a game earlier today that we did which had only 20 kills after like 4 minutes almost, and now this one has the 20 kills in the first 9, so I'm pretty happy with this.
Oscar's trying to get a grab. Benjaz there down on the bottom lane, but has snuck away. Blink Dagger. Done. By the way, who picked?
Ghostic has one.
It was Ghostic, yeah. Grabbed his, so the jump will be there.
So they want to, Empire definitely wants to be playing around Ghostic in this game so far too. They want to be running like 4 squad around while the Invoker just sits between the mid lane and that jungle, and yeah, just sit 4 heroes other than that. It's usually how it works with an Invoker. You want to be able to have your Midas. Even once you get Midas, you're not really like online. You need Aghanims to really be a team fighter. Mid lane, Invis Tomato.
Aye, that's a freebie with that. Invis runes, certainly proving to be one of the strongest all-round runes in the early game. A lot of favourable heroes at the moment that can utilize that to just get a guaranteed kill half the time. Bottom lane, they do have the shackles out onto Benjaz. There with the Reapers as well. Perfectly done by him. Enough damage, nuke him down.
And Rezo is, after having that very rough start, that shaky start, he is back. He's got Veil finished with the raindrop as well. Level 8 too. He has completely recovered mid lane. Combo.
Straining onto the Viper, jump forward from Ghostic. They have the silence. Do they quiet the damage? Stick charges come out, but there's the Dream Coil controlling the 2 of them. Tekka coming in, looks for the call, does grab the puck. Tomato still alive for the time being. There's the glimpse back as well. Roger could be in trouble. He's got the X-Mark of the Torrent. Tomato will finally go down, but Roger has to pay of his life. It's a double kill as Tekka goes absolutely ham. Does miss the call onto Rezo. Still trying to chase him down. FN is there, and Rezo, still of course with the ult on cooldown, won't be able to quite turn. So they get the Viper, but again, they lose 2 for it.
King Tekka got, I cannot even count how many spins he had there. I'm looking at the damage he got done. 1,809 damage. I mean, I wish it showed how many spins he actually got, because I think he got like 7 or something in the midst of all those creeps.
He's nearly got the blink off the back of that as well.
Yeah, that
on
was
top of the Vanguard. So that
was very good for Infamous. Tomato died, but I mean, he tanked for way long enough for his team to be able to come and help. Poshka with the split push top now with Ghost Stick. Looks like Infamous though trying to test this a bit. It is nighttime. Poshka.
It's very low. He's not getting out of this one. Classic sort of Shaman conundrum.
Yeah. Oh my god, they actually seem to find the puck too.
They do, straight up. Axel getting the trap with the Static Storm, drags him back into the clutches of Tekka's axe. And Infamous stepping things up. Now getting a bit of pressure down onto this middle lane. They will clean out the wards in time. They even set up for the tower deny as well. So some nice plays from Infamous.
King
Taking control.
Really showing why this is, I mean, his best hero in pubs and everything. I see him play it all the time.
Okay.
So he is definitely showcasing that quite a bit. 3-1-1. Even going for the Vanguard first, which we don't really see too often. I don't see Axe too often, to be honest, but
we don't, to be fair. No, it's certainly fallen out of favor for a lot of teams.
Yeah, he's having an incredibly good game though. And now he's gonna go stack some more Ancients.
That's a big. Is he gonna get the stack timing?
I don't think so.
He realizes it's a little late off it.
Oh, he's gonna be so rich though.
Yeah, that blade mail's gonna come very soon.
Yeah. Split the XP with Benjez too, because it's a level 12 axe already.
Absolutely massive. Tekka. Ben still playing the farm game, the catch up on the route for that axe. It's still gonna be a bit of time, but we're seeing the net worth on Tekka sailing ahead this game in comparison to all of course.
He's gonna have such an early blade mail. I mean, it's 13 minutes. He's more than halfway there with Blink and the Vanguard. Very substantial. Tomato with the Lance finished up. Benja still a bit behind, but they ran him in an aggro tri-lane, so that's to be expected. He's not gonna have that super full farm, especially because he died twice. But now looks like they're trying to group up and go for that siege on that bottom tower. And Empire wants nothing to do with it. They're going for the trade.
Understandably so. Poshka nearly has the wards a few seconds back up, so he can drop those. Get the safe takedown on the middle now. Matthew is in, places a nice deep ward. That maybe even setting up for Infamous to look to push down 2 towers here.
Yeah, push 2 towers or invade the jungle.
You know there's no wards. In fact, Benjaz, he's going to be able to clean up a few of these. Well, I think he wants to play it careful with Empire. Still in the neighborhood.
King Tekka's here, he's smoked up. He's ready for this Matthew with the wraparound.
Let's see what he could do.
They've got the Disruptor TP'd into, but he's going to get bursted down before it's buffalo.
They are going to let you just jump in, grab the Kunkka. In they go with the Omni Slash. The Dream Core will be laid down. Taking a little early with the dunk, but they'll still get the kill nonetheless. Blade Fury to chase down Poshka. The silence is there onto Matthew. There'll actually be a buyback for the Kunkka to get himself in this fight. Poshka goes for the Shackle, but Infamous beats him down. See if they can actually do anything with this buyback on the Kunkka. He's going to throw out the bow and the X mark onto Tomato. It's not going to be enough to get the kill. Will hold him back.
They look like, I think they're lagging. Yeah, it seemed like they were, because Ghosted kind of just stood still for a while in that engagement. But, I mean, this looks super bad for Empire. They got to get the hell out.
I mean, it could be a dieback on Roger. They have got the slow from the poison on him.
I'm pretty sure he's...
Blinks back up in a couple of seconds from Tekka.
Yeah. There's a healing ward down, too. They're going to be absolutely full health on Infamous. They did get stunned up on 2 of their heroes. So isn't slow. He does have the corrosive slow on him now. I think Matthew should be able to catch up and be able to get the slow on him. So yeah,
I don't think Roger gets out.
Should be a dieback from Roger.
FN could turn with a tornado. I believe he's not used it yet, has he?
Yeah, I guess they still have like deafening blast and tornado.
He could try and do something to keep them off him. Yeah, we'll see what FN's reactions are.
Yeah. See how it plays out. Boat expended, did minimal to 0 damage on the Viper. They used the Reaper Scythe on the Disruptor. I feel like they were like forced in a position there that they were like, we have to kill this Disruptor or we're gonna get punished like way harder, because the way that Infamous was collapsing, they get a glimpse on any target, it's another extra kill. They had to...
Hopefully the lag issues fixed. So far, I mean, Touchwood, we've been pretty fortunate. I don't think we've had any network issues really with any of the games here so far on day 1 of the groups. It's been going very smoothly indeed. I mean, Fog were commenting that it's going to be early bet for us, Fog.
Said me, myself, and Fog.
Did I?
No, you did.
Me, myself, and Fog.
That's probably just a slight issue.
They're ready when you guys are.
It seems like it's only Empire though, because Infamous wasn't reacting to it at all.
I mean, I think Tekka unpaused.
I mean, they said ready.
Oh,
Empire said ready.
Okay.
And then they unpaused, and then they were like, wait, never mind.
Oh yeah, he did. Just randomly.
It's King Tekka, but...
Here we go. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see. I mean, I really think this Roger should be dead unless the FM wants to do anything to save him.
They want Rezo
Okay.
instead. They want higher priority
I mean,
targets.
that makes total sense. That is a big kill to find, and they certainly get it.
Nice. That pause was actually more fortunate for Infamous than Empire.
I think it might be, because I think, you know, maybe Infamous, if that was live, maybe they just go for Roger because they see the easy kill, but because they had time to talk, they were like, what, we can actually get Reza.
Matthews still looking to get that invasion going too.
Roger will hold him back with the X mark. But certainly taking a beat. I mean, Matthew can chase this. He's got another void. He may even get this kill. I mean, Roger could go for one more X mark. Just have the shackle. I mean, they've got the three of them beating down onto this Nightstalker, and that may just be enough. Sunstrike is going to be slightly off the mark, though, and looks like with the movement and the wand...
He actually lives.
He will... Oh, don't draw too soon. Oh! Oh!
See, he lives.
Missed.
Oh my god, I can't believe he lived.
I can't believe he lived. Wow, and applause comes out from Infamous as Matthew walks his way back to base.
Oh my
Damn.
goodness.
Can't believe that Dream Coil didn't connect. It must have been just on the edge. Very unfortunate there from Ghostic.
He is the one who said was lagging, so maybe that could have been.
He's going to call lag on that. He certainly is.
We will. We got you. We got you, Ghostic. Definitely slight little misplace, but Empire, 3k behind, about 4k experience behind as well. They're having trouble kind of just like grouping up and taking straight 5v5 engagements because they have Invoker, so they can't take 5v5 engagements. They have to fight 4v5 in these situations, and here we go.
Well, they're going to try something.
They're going to run into everyone, though.
This is a little risky, and there we have it. Tekka comes in with the two-man call. This is not the move that Empire wanted to make happen. Roger getting chopped down. The boat will fly through onto two, but now Rezo in the Static Storm. Glimpse back as well. The double dunk down from Tekka as they take down a second. Matthew to finish off a third on the side as he finds Maposhka.
Ooh,
Not the smoke they wanted there. I mean, as you mentioned, it's hard, impossible for them to fight, and especially if they walk up from the low ground into Infamous, ready in position up on the high.
They actually just had absolutely everybody there. That was like the worst thing that could have actually happened for Empire. So now Tower Siege. This Infamous team, they know how to play around the Viper. I've seen them drafted several times before, and this is what they usually do for me. Tomato usually doesn't have as many deaths because
look at this.
Usually have to be a little more careful.
Tekka could get this solo if he catches Ghostic with the creeps. He's very close.
Oh, the glimpse.
The glimpse and the jukes. Ghostic drops the coil. They've got the field out. Tekka, he can get him range for the call. That's going to be Ghostic dead. Should be able to get the dunk down, and indeed he does. Tekka, with the help of XL and some sweet little Disruptor players, I hope to see, get the kill.
Thank God.
Very good for Infamous in the second game.
Yeah, their heroes are super strong versus them.
So the laning decision, having that aggro try at the start to really kick things off, forcing Empire to play Infamous's game has been perfect. Tekka, move over. He will jump and he will catch you. He's
got eyes on
dive. Is he going to go for the blind call? He knows that FN's in the neighborhood. They don't have vision upon him. He knows he's close. Yeah, he tries it, but yeah, FN's already out to the side. And you got to give it a go. He's around. Maybe you know, 20% of the time you can.
You're more than likely expecting an Invoker at this stage. Like he's level 12. You're like, okay, to level 1 Wex, he's probably super slow in his Ghost Walk. Yeah. There's a slight chance.
That's gearing up. Down the middle with that healing ward, lost of self-sustain. They'll get themselves a tier 2. Just trying to wake up. Way up top. Another chance to drop down those walls. Matthew's already on the way up though. Could play around with this.
Empire's definitely starting to realize that they can't take those big engagements anymore, at least. Uh-oh.
I mean, do they even
get
this
fogged
kill?
over and over again.
Matthew's juking this out, and he's
Juking
buying
the hell out of him.
He's buying time for the rest of his team to come across. They will kill him. But we'll see if Infamous can punish this. They look towards Maposhka. They will get the Shaman at least as the puck gets out.
He juked him for quite a bit there, though.
He certainly made sure that there was the time for that trade in return.
That one tree.
2-15, definitely. No, not as crazy as a lead that we saw Empire have against Infamous in game 1, so definitely still the chance for Empire to pull this together and get a turnaround. They've obviously got this Necro, a hero that, one good Reaper's sides can really put a team that's in the lead on the back foot.
Yeah, and FN's gonna have Yag in him, so he can actually be involved in this mid lane though. The taunt comes out. Roger.
In a lot of trouble there. I mean, he's going to go for the TP out, and he's not going to make it. Glimpses there from Excel. Drags back the Kunkka. Tekka just getting in position, getting this vision for the team to follow up. 7-1 and 5 at the moment. It's not stopping.
Look, they want to go for Rezo top here. Benjaz does have the defusal as well for the Ghost Shroud, and in comes Matthew for that TP stop. He actually used the defusal
he's
right
got
away.
a force and a TP, and yeah, that's the smart move from Rezo. Beautifully done. Gets away with it. No hesitation there.
Maybe Benjaz may have jumped the gun a little bit, but they probably weren't expecting him to stay much longer for that secondary creep wave, so he just wanted to try to force it.
Yeah, Tekka eyes on him straight away as he goes to nuke down the creep wave.
Oh!
He's still dead.
Oh!
He should be. He's
the hunger.
He is definitely gone. Tekka just continuing to pick up kill after kill.
Carrying clarities in his backpack most of the time too, so he's always able to
max efficiency.
Keep on going. But it looks like they might be able to pick him off this time, but...
Quick with the blink.
Thought maybe he could get the Dream Coil. That would have been a very big kill if they get Tekka there. So far away from the team, but now collapsing top tower. That one up easily.
Towers for Infamous.
So, Aghanims is finished on FN. They can start to fight around a little bit around the Invoker. Ideally, he wants some more levels before he really gets so involved, but they might have to actually get him involved since we do see Infamous make their way to the Rush pit. Don't know if they're actually going to contest this one.
They're going to know what's going on with that Sunstrike, but they're really not in a position to get over there in time. They've got to just let this one go. Admit that must have the power play here around the pit. Nothing that they can do to interact. Matthew, he's going to come out. He's going to hunt down Maposhka. Give him a bit of a bash.
And a glimpse too.
Going to do it. Drag him in. Static Storm down. They'll take that kill. It's just a Shaman, but it's going to mean there's no wards for 30 seconds. And wards can certainly be required if you're having to deal with a push from this very much ahead team. 10k gold lead inside of Infamous at the moment.
Still super hard for them to push high ground, so they're probably like,
yeah,
you know what, getting kills like that is... Using ultimates on just one hero like that is perfectly fine because Empire cannot fight us, and we now want to go make our way to tier 2. Still breaking high ground, just wait. Without more pickoffs. Instead, though, King Tekka's about to be picking up a full BKB on that. Very nice for him not to care about Rezo and the puck.
Absolutely nothing. Stop him from getting pulls off. And not a lot of hope of being able to bring down this axe low enough for a Reaper side to finish him off either.
Now the siege begins. Healing Word is going to be online soon. They're just pushing it right through this tower. Maybe they can even just force this, and then when they force the reactions back, they can start to back up, or even get a glimpse and continue. Could be what they're looking for getting here. So this could be the chance for them to actually go for this full siege. If they can get vision of somebody to glimpse them out, that could be where they actually are able to take a big fight in. To get the vision of somebody.
There we go. The high ground they are. So that tier 3. Already bringing it down to half health. What can Empire do to stop this? Fortification comes through.
Empire does have a ward outside the base, so they are able to see Excel walk in and put that base ward at least. Tower is dropping very quickly. It looks like put down by Infamous. And more hits. More.
Quite get the timing for the deny there. C-Tech are hungry to jump in. Will go if his team give him the call to do so.
The line is drawn by Ghostic. Wrap around and try to catch the heroes on the side here.
If they do that, it feels like the racks are going to be exposed long enough for them to finish it. They've dropped the Dream Coil. It's only onto the Night Stalker though. They do drag him back into the combo. They'll bring down one. The rest of Infamous still standing their ground. They'll get the ranged racks. Mardo moving forward, trying to zone them back. Viper Strike laid down.
They use Toil and Boat only on one hero, so a lot of their damage potential in this teamfight is gone, and they're fighting into Aegis.
I mean, look at this. Tekka comes in with the two-man coil. The Static Storm and the Viper Strike thrown down onto Resolution. He's gone. Miposhka gets dragged back by the Glimpse. Nearly brings down Tekka. In fact, they will get the Tekka kill. But overall, it's, again, trades favoring Infamous. They pick up the kills. They clean up the racks. Tomato will be dragged back into the Torrent, but there just isn't the damage from Empire to finish him off. As he'll walk it up. They're
going to continue, though.
They are trying to... He is very beefy, though. It's going to take a bit of time. Benjaz is still in the neighborhood with Omni Slash. Is he just going to let Tomato die? Does he feel there's nothing he can do?
Can they even kill him?
It looks like, yeah, they can't even kill him. Ghostic's taking more damage than he's doing. The corrosive skin ticking in. Yeah, Tomato just too beefy. The Treads, Dragonlance, SNY now a completed Hurricane Pike.
I like that Ben just stayed there, though. The rest of the teammates all ditched, but he was like, you know, this is our Aegis carrier. We can't just leave him like that. That can actually be really costly. Call by them to do that, but yeah, Rax claimed, and 11k gold lead. I think that was what, the BKB finished up for the Axe? Almost.
Yeah, very close.
Definitely looking very good for Infamous, though. Almost the pipe finished up on the Night Stalker too, so that'll help a lot versus the Siege, since majority of Empire's damage is magical.
12k lead for him. Really nice indeed. Tekka trying to go for Ghostic. Comes back with the Yule Scepter. The Sniper's as well, making it very hard for Tekka to catch him. We'll see if he can read the movements and slightly off. Very, very close attempt by Tekka. Ghostic should be safe. But I say he's still not got a TP for 30 seconds, so we'll still have to stick around and play around with this. Isn't necessarily going to be there if Infamous themselves are able to do anything. This next 30 seconds, no putt. Still got to wait up. Go to cut another creep wave before he heads back.
Just keeping the aggression on, trying to keep that patient of game, because they know they are on a semi kind of time when they're not, because they have like this great scaling lineup and their advantage that they're in, but Invoker gets to that point where an Invoker can just go out of control. We saw it earlier for Miracle when losing. Yeah. And he just went absolutely berserk. So it's a slight possibility. That being said, though, Infamous does still have a pretty damn strong tri-core going to the later stages.
Here we go. We saw them get away with the push relatively easy down bottom. They'll look to repeat it up top. Ghostic does have to jump in to put the combo onto Tomato, but again, it's just not enough damage. Now Ghostic caught in the Static Storm. Diffusal Blade there to bring him down out of the Yule Scepter. Will still get the phase shift off. Can he get himself out of this one? He can't. He's taken down by Tomato with the poison damage. Meteor's dropped. They start to force Infamous back out, but Infamous, they're ready to come back in. Turn towards Roger. Get the double kill for Tomato. And indeed, he does get Hex, but he got the cool off in time. Rezo has to go Shroud back up with the Blade Fury, along with the Diffusal Blade, cuts down the Necro. Tekka still alive as he gets himself just out in time. There's the Sunstrike, but it's going to be off point. Benjaz forces himself out. They can punish anymore. They do get the Jug kill.
The pipe putting in big work there. The pipe and the urn coming out from Matthew there, definitely making it so a lot of the heroes on Infamous actually live with low HP, and King Tekka there actually gets the blade mail off as the Necro Wall comes out, so a good chunk of damage got reflected actually to Rezo. It's already quite low. Continuing the siege even though Benjaz is dead. However, they are probably going to need to back out quite soon.
No reason really for Infamous to get too crazy. They have. Just play it safe, get your 5-man back up before you go again. Ghostic, try and play around with Matthew.
Super
does
tanky
have
Night
Roger
Stalker.
there. I mean, Ghostic himself is just taking much more of a beating. Matthew will continue to chase him down. They do have the boat coming in with the Sunstrike. It will bring Matthew down low, but as you say, he has that pipe. He just turns
and kills
the puck. Oh, Ghostic, what are you doing on the sidelines as well? Infamous have cleaned up the other two. They'll now surround Roger, and with the poison connecting, there's no escape for the Kunkka as he himself gets surrounded in the tree line. And I wonder if that may be Empire throwing in the tile with plays like that, as
it did look. I mean, Rezo didn't even walk out there to go help them. He just he was like, "What's going on over there, guys? You're committing a lot onto a Night Stalker, which isn't really that big of a kill. You need to prioritize on defending high ground, not getting killed on the outside of the base." Now it's Infamous.
This is going to be an easy second set of racks, no doubt about it. Maybe even the full racks. being taken. We'll see how much this Invoker can do with the help of Rezo to hold them off. They've got fortification. They may at least be able to hold on to the mid, but the top melee racks, they're certainly gone. What can they do to hold? Silence out to Resolution.
Dude, Matthew's playing super well in all the games that I've seen him from this actually playing. He's been really one of the standouts for me. I mean, King Tech, of course, he's playing his axe, he's owning it, but
Yeah.
I really like the item decision. It's a bit strange too. Like, he went for drums on the Night Stalker, but it actually works really well for him. And the pipe silences overall have been great, and his movement on the map. Maybe a couple deaths he could have avoided, but overall he's had a high impact on this game and all of the games that I've seen.
Very, very impressive performance indeed from this game, especially after such a beatdown in game 1.
Yeah.
Knowing that this team can come back from games like that, that's exactly what you need to be able to do as a team at this level of the game.
Yeah.
Just pick yourselves up, come in with something different, and absolutely blow the audience away. And we're seeing that here, 22k gold lead for Infamous. If this is, there's still chance for Empire, but being 2 melee racks down, it's looking to be a similar position that Infamous were in themselves in game 1.
Yeah, they've even got like super luxury items. Thanks for Infamous. It's Aghanims on Disruptor. So now not even the Yules can come off to try to save them out of that at all. They don't even have anything else that really is. There's no like BKBs, there's just the Force Stabs, but this could be absolutely massive with on top of that. But yeah, that's a bit of a luxury item. Roger finds Excel, but now it's Infamous on the chase out. They've got the Shadow Bladed King Tekka. Walk into the Roche. That is an Aegis and Cheese Roche, and the lanes are all pushing onto the side of Empire. So free Roche.
Will be pinged out.
They do have vision of it though.
They know that it's going on. Can they actually do anything about it? I mean, they don't have the damage.
I really don't think that
they can't stop Infamous from getting away with this Roche, surely. Maybe they could have gone for some steal, but no, they're respecting the power of Infamous around this pit, and they're just letting it be as Infamous get themselves the Aegis and the Cheese. Tekka jumps in, gets the call onto Ghosty. Is there going to be a chance for Ghosty to get out? Nice plays from Maposhka. May allow the puck to escape, and indeed they will. So Maposhka sacrificing his life there for the puck, but it's going to be more nice. Neat little play there with the X-play. It's not going to be enough though. They jump forward, they have the lockdown. Nice combo from FM, but Tekka just pops the BKB, ready to walk it off. Careful Empire, Tekka will jump upon them. Now with 2 down on Empire, Infamous having the space to clean up this middle racks. Can Empire hold? Benjaz finishing off the melee racks, there's the jump forward, silencing the Jug.
Oh, it's GG. They're taking top racks a bit as well. This is going to be mega.
Oh, Tekka getting a call like that, that's got to seal the deal. Grabs both Rezo and FN indeed. That is the call to seal the deal. GG is called. Infamous grabbing themselves game 2 here, bringing this final series of the day on the Stream D to a 1-1. Very, very one-sided games in both of them.
Yeah.
Game 1 was absolutely an Empire stomp. Game 2, Infamous just walked away with it. I think you should say just Tekka on a hero that he's apparently incredibly good at, 11-2-13. The Disruptor, as I was excited to see, it certainly worked out as well.
Yeah.
The catch was brilliant.
They really made Empire pay heavily. I mean, Maposhka had 14 deaths on the Shadow Shaman. They were literally running at them, forcing aggression over and over again. This team is super comfortable with their Viper, with their Axe. They got probably some of their best heroes that they like to play on. I don't think Empire should feel bad. It was a little bit catching off guards in both games. But in the first game, Infamous getting caught off guard from the aggro tri-lane. This time, Empire getting caught off guard.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, that's the last series of the day over here. Thank you very much for joining me, myself and Fog. See you tomorrow. For the time being, be sure to head over to those other TI streams that I imagine are still going on. Still be some Dota 2 happening today. We will see you